Good evening, guys, and welcome to tonight's special edition of our presentation webinar for PlanNet Marketing and Intellatravel. Guys, my name is Tanya Fullwood out of that Maryland area. I want to bring to the line a gentleman who is overqualified to present this information, guys. Guys, you first want to send a text to the person who invited you, and make sure that they know that you made it to the line. You also want to have something to write with and write on. Guys, again, I'm going to move myself right out of the way and bring to the line a gentleman who is overqualified to present this information. He's a founding director. He's a one-star director. He knows 100% of the facts. Guys, he's making a lot of money and helping people make a lot of money, including families like mine. Guys, what I love about him most is that he loves to have fun. Mr. Jay Stewart, are you ready to present this information, sir?
Absolutely, Mr. Tanya Parker Forward. Can you hear me loud and clear?
I can hear you loud and clear. Take it away.
Absolutely. Well, listen, thank you so much for that amazing introduction. I promise you, the check is in the mail. You got it just right. I was overqualified, all of that good stuff. I almost didn't know who you were talking about, but you were absolutely right. But ladies and gents, before I get started, I got to give it back to the young lady that you just heard from. She too making some major things happen with this opportunity, a six-figure earner by day at her regular job, but by night, she's literally fast-tracking her way to six figures part-time, helping other people do the exact same thing with these two amazing opportunities that we're going to talk about on tonight. So guys, I'm going to dive right in. Again, you heard my name is Jay Stewart. My background really quickly, guys, is that of the Transit Authority. For the last 10 years, been gainfully employed. I say that I'm a transportation specialist. That's just a sexy way of saying that I drive a bus for a living. And guys, 24 months ago, I was working about 80 hours a week on that full-time job. So needless to say, I was flat out overworked, underpaid, looking to make some additional income, needed that additional income. And guys, 24 months ago, I flat out got a phone call from a gentleman that really changed my life. This gentleman said, Jay, if you follow me into this project, then you'll make more money than you ever have in your entire life. And guys, that's exactly what I did. I dove in head first. I didn't think twice, guys, and it was absolutely the best decision I ever made. So what I want to do is share with you exactly what was shared with me just 24 months ago. So guys, we're going to talk about two amazing opportunities. The first opportunity is the opportunity to earn income in the largest industry in the world, guys, and that's the travel industry, all right? So we're going to dive right in, and we're going to talk about PlanNet Marketing and Intellatravel. But guys, here's what I want you to do. It's going to be a little interactive on tonight's webinar. So what I want you to do is I want you to use that dream machine that you have. I want you to imagine financial freedom, guys. What does that look like for you? Now, again, I can tell you what it looks like for me. Working that 80 hours per week, creating that income that I needed for my household, guys, I can flat out say that financial freedom for me, income as an issue or as a problem, flat out of the way, right? Not having to worry about going to the bank and worrying about what's in the account, things of that nature. Guys, I have 3 kids, 2 are full-time college students, 1 trying to figure his way out of my home. But guys, needless to say, they need things. So when they call me, I don't have to make a life decision. Guys, that's what financial freedom means for me. Tonight, I want you to think about, what does that look like for you? Is it being retired and not have to go back to work? Is it earning additional income where you can kind of take your foot off the gas a little bit and get your life back? I want you to think about what that means for you on tonight, guys. I also want you to think about personal freedom and time freedom. What does that look like for you, right? Personal freedom is really, really big, guys. Time freedom as well. Imagine being in control of your own day, being in control of your own time. What would that really look like for you? Now, here's what I like. I love to ask people this all the time. Guys, I don't know about you, but I literally do not like the alarm clock. I don't like it. I'm sorry, I don't, right? When it goes off, I'm hitting the snooze button. Imagine being able to hit that alarm clock, not just hit it, but open up the window and punt it out the window like a football. Guys, being in control of your own time, your own schedule. But here's the caveat. Not having to worry about where the income is going to come from. Guys, that's what we're talking about on tonight, creating that ideal life for yourself and your family, all right? So we're going to dive right into this thing, guys. With PlanNet Marketing, we're going to show you exactly how you can do just that. Design that ideal life. Number one, guys, we're going to use the most powerful tool I think known to man, and that's the power of entrepreneurship to show you how to create this ideal life. We're also going to talk about the travel industry. Now, I don't know, I guess this is Zoom, so this is high tech and high touch. Guys, you can see the smile on my face when we talk about travel, right? Everybody wants to travel. We want to talk about the travel industry, but we're also going to talk about e-commerce, guys, and that's really, really important. E-commerce. My mentor said, Jay, if you don't have an online business in 2017 and you're an entrepreneur, there's a good chance that you're going to be out of business. So, guys, we're going to talk about e-commerce on tonight. So with those three powerful tools, we're going to show you, you see number one on the screen, how to earn more. Now, guys, there's a chat option on this webinar. Feel free to chime in that chat at any point. But, guys, I'm sure every single person on this webinar tonight wants to earn more income, all right? But here's what we're going to talk about. How you earn it. Guys, what about doing it through travel? Who wants to travel more? Almost everybody you know, and we're going to show you some stats on that. So, guys, do me a favor. If you're on this webinar, chime into the chat group. If you can go anywhere you wanted to go on the face of the planet, I mean anywhere, and it was your bucket list trip, your destination of your life, right, that you wanted to go to, guys, type that in the chat group for me real quick. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to spend that dream destination? And here's the deal. You're not going to pay for it. The young lady that introduced me is going to pay for it, right? So we're going to throw that caveat in. But, guys, we're also going to show you how to save more. This is so big. I don't know about you, but my parents told me, Jay, guess what? $1 saved is just like $1 earned, all right? So we're going to show you how to do that as well. And, guys, at the end of the day, we're going to talk about exposure and experiencing more. Life is all about experience and exposure, guys. So we're going to talk about that. Now, this gentleman that you see on the screen here, he is the reason for the season, ladies and gents. He is the founder and chairman, the visionary here at PlanNet Marketing. Now, his name is Donald Bradley, as you can see on the screen. But here are the bullet points that you need to know about Mr. Bradley. He's documented. Right? It's one thing to sing his praises. He does have a heart of integrity. He has a heart for the individuals in this organization, this company. But, guys, documentation, I think, beats conversation all day long. I think everybody would agree with that. When you talk about documentation, Mr. Bradley is a seven-figure earner, ladies and gents, a documented seven-figure earner over the last 20 years. Right? He has 20 years of experience in the industry, the last 12 right here inside the travel space. But here's what Mr. Bradley did that I think is absolutely brilliant. He went out and surrounded himself here at PlanNet Marketing with the corporate leadership team that is second to none. Guys, we're talking about the president and CEO, Mr. Andy Kaufman. Now, we talked about Mr. Bradley as a leader here, the founder having 20 years of experience. Guys, do you understand our president and CEO brings 30 years of experience to the industry? I mean, absolutely phenomenal. He's the documented CEO, managed those billion-dollar global businesses, and he brings that international experience, which is so important because, after all, guys, we're in the travel business. Now, Leanne Treckler, who you see on the side of your screen here, she manages the PlanNet support team. Now, here's a little note that you want to jot down. Ladies and gents, that PlanNet support team, do you understand she supports over 20,000 agents? That's a nugget, guys. Over 20,000 agents just in the last 24 months that we've created right here in PlanNet Marketing. So absolutely phenomenal. We want for nothing, guys. I say to me, Miss Leanne Treckler has that Chick-fil-A service, guys. We're covered when it comes to what we need in the field as agents here with PlanNet Marketing. All right. Now, guys, we're in an exclusive partnership with the company and the gentleman that you see on your screen right here. Now, again, PlanNet Marketing is the marketing side of our company. Guys, Intellatravel is absolutely the travel portion of our company. Guys, this is our host travel company founded by this gentleman here, Mr. James Farrar, the co-founder and president. Now, again, guys, we're going to talk about documentation. He's an industry expert with, get this, over 25 years in travel. Guys, that's big. You know why that's so big? Because this means that this is not a fly-by-night company or partnership. This means that we're not going to be here today and gone tomorrow. Guys, we're rock solid. So again, Intellatravel, over 25 years in the business. Guys, we're the original at-home travel agency, right? So I know some of you have heard of other host travel companies or things of that nature, but there's nothing like the original. Now, guys, when you talk about Intellatravel being rock solid, we boast some serious credentials, starting with the A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. This is phenomenal. Now, I love this credential, and here's why. It means that we're an open book. We're a glass house. You can do as much research as you want. Guys, you're going to find out nothing but good things about Intellatravel and PlanNet Marketing. So absolutely phenomenal. Now, we talked about credentials a little bit. Watch this. Now, this slide could probably take me another 30 minutes to go through each and every award, guys. But this is phenomenal. You see all the stars on the screen right here, guys. We talked about the A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, our ARC, our IATA. Guys, you can flip to the right. When it comes to cruises, we're premier agency partners with Princess, Norwegian Cruises, President's Platinum Club. It just goes on and on and on. Guys, not only are we the original, we're the best in the business, right? And I love it because these are third-party verified, third-party documentation that you see right here on your screen. Now, here's the next question that I'm sure every single person on this webinar has right now. If you're seeing this for the first time, you're like, okay, I can become a travel agent with Intellatravel. What can I do as a travel agent? Why would I even want to do it? Well, guys, here's the short answer. You can earn income inside the travel space as a travel agent. How are you going to do that, guys? By not only booking travel for yourself, but by booking travel for anybody that you know in your circle. We're talking about family reunions, group cruises. It doesn't matter, honeymoons, destination weddings. If you can think it up, you can put it together and you can actually earn income inside the travel space. Guys, that's the big deal. That's the big picture that we're talking about tonight. Partnering with Intellatravel, becoming a travel professional, and earning income inside the space. But here's something that a lot of people don't know about travel agents. Guys, not only can we book travel and earn income, what about sports and entertainment? Do you understand that sports and entertainment is huge? Can you imagine going to an NFL, NBA game, purchasing a ticket from yourself, right? Or your favorite comedy show or concert, purchasing a ticket from yourself, go enjoy the event, come back, guys, and get an actual commission? Huge, all right? So the possibilities are infinite when it comes to what we can do here inside the travel space. Now, we talked about travel as an industry being big. This is going to blow you away. Take note of this. Guys, travel right now is an $8 trillion industry. That's trillion with a T, as you can see on the screen. Normally, when we talk about a trillion, we're talking about the national debt. Ladies and gents, this is called a clue that our industry is huge, okay? We're projected to grow to $15 trillion over the next decade. Guys, that's literally 1 trillion short of doubling over the next 10 years. If that's not a clue, I don't know what is. We're the #1 research category online. Guys, this is so big. Just think about this for a quick second. What can you look up on the internet? And we know the internet is global. You can look up anything. Guys, between the hours of 9 to 5, folks are looking for their next vacation. So we're the #1 research category online. That's big. Now, watch this. Baby boomers right now are fueling the growth when it comes to travel, right? Travel's so big. Here's why, guys. These baby boomers are retiring right now in record numbers. What do you do when you have more time and you have more money? You absolutely want to travel, right? So they're fueling the growth when it comes to travel. This blew me away. Millennials spend $200 billion of their parents' money, might I add, right? Traveling the world. Guys, this is phenomenal. So if you just take a screenshot of this slide right here, guys, it's showing you that everybody you know is traveling or wants to travel. Guys, we're showing you how to get paid on what people are doing anyway. And do me a favor, type anyway right in the chat group right now. Guys, I love this about our business. We don't have to come up with anything. Travel's not on trial. Guys, folks are already doing it. We're showing you how you can absolutely get paid from what's already happening all around you, all right? So guys, take a look at this right here. This is so huge. This is the question that everybody has. Jay, how does this work? If I become a travel professional, how do I actually make money? Well, guys, here's the deal. When we partner with Intellatravel, when you become an agent, do you understand we get paid 70 to 80% commission out of every travel transaction? Now, I know I'm talking a little fast. I'm going to slow down because I really want you to get this. Guys, this is the industry standard. If you get this, then you've got it. The industry says that in every travel transaction, whether it's renting a car, booking a cruise, taking a vacation with getting a vacation package, right? Plane ticket, doesn't matter. Whatever you book, guys, do you understand that there's a commission built in that price? Guys, as a travel professional here with Intellatravel, we get 70 to 80% of that commission that's paid out in every travel transaction. That's huge. Think about the last way you booked travel. How did you book your last travel? You did it like everybody else on the planet, right? No pun intended, but you went to Travelocity, Expedia, Priceline, one of those third parties. You did the research. You booked your trip. Ladies and gents, you did all the work of a travel professional, but you forgot something. You left a check on the table. You left this 70 to 80% commission. Guys, you let it go right back to one of those third parties, right back to one of those vendors when it could have went in your pocket. And so that's what we're talking about on tonight, guys, how you can earn this 70 to 80% income, 80% commission doing what you're already doing. We're partnered with all major vendors. That's important. That means that no matter how you like to travel or where you like to stay when you travel, guys, we already have a relationship with your favorite vendors. We don't use any third party intermediaries. That means that we don't do Travelocity, Expedia, or Priceline, any of those. We don't deal directly with the vendor. That way you're able to keep that high percentage commission. Now, if you look to the left of your screen real quick as we wrap this up, guys, personalized website and email marketing program. You know what this means? This means that you're going to have an e-commerce platform when you partner with Intellatravel. This is huge, guys. That means that you have a website that stays open 24 hours, 7 days a week. But here's the deal. That website that's open 24 hours, 7 days a week, guys, guess what? Everybody that we talked about that's traveling, that $8 trillion, that the baby boomers, the millennials, they can now go to your site and book that same cruise, that same plane ticket, that same rental car. Guys, the only difference is that now you're going to get paid. That's huge. But here's the deal. You can also book your own travel, right? So it's amazing, but you're going to have that website. Guys, when we say an email marketing program, you know why that's so big? Because folks want to know, well, how am I going to advertise? How am I going to let people know that I'm in travel? Guys, we've already got it set up. See, being around for 27 years and being the original at-home travel agency, guys, we've dotted our I's and crossed our T's. We have the sales tools, the print advertising material, everything you need down to business cards, guys. You can get it right out of your back office, plug and play, put your information in, and you're up and ready to make money inside the travel space, all right? So I don't know if you got excited, but I get excited every single time I talk about this. Guys, look at this real quick as we get into the money, guys. Type in the chat box, show me the money, if you will. I'm going to show you some income examples, guys, some commission examples when someone goes to your site and books travel. Now, imagine you have your site up. Someone goes and books a 3-night hotel stay. They do that 3 times per month through your site. Now, remember what I just said. You didn't go and sign anybody up or this, that, and the third. They went to your site. If you can hold your finger up and point to your site, you can be a successful travel agent. Guys, look at the commission on this one example, $151.20. Ladies and gents, that's flat out phenomenal. That's an extra $151.20 that you just earned. But here's the deal. You did it passively. That means while you were at work, while you were at church, while you were at the kids' football game, somebody went to your site and booked travel, but guys, you got the commission. That's a really big deal. Watch this. This is a golf trip, 5 days to Scottsdale, Arizona for a group of 4. Guys, look at the commission on this. $274.86. That's almost $300 in commission. Guys, think about this for a minute. What could you do with that extra $300? You could probably pay a bill, right? And when you start taking bills off the table, do you know your life becomes a little bit different, all right? I mean, it's absolutely amazing. Watch this. This is a honeymoon, 7 days, all-inclusive resort to Cancun, complete with butler service. In this example, guys, your commission, $561.79. I mean, flat out phenomenal. Now, this is when I got really serious about the travel business because I understood that an extra $500 would have saved the average household from foreclosure, guys, when the housing industry crashed, when the housing market crashed. We're showing you how to do this on a part-time passive basis, all right? Take a look at this last one. Now, if those 3 didn't get you excited, this is going to make you close your computer and just run around the room. Guys, we're talking about a 5-day group cruise. Everybody loves the cruise. In this example, this is a family reunion that books 20 cabins on a Western Caribbean cruise. Guys, take a look at this commission. $2,240.17. Guys, you have got to get excited about that. Here's why. Do you understand that an extra $2,000, and I'm stressing extra, an extra $2,000 coming into the household, do you understand that that can literally take away your mortgage for most people? Guys, that's big. What if you got serious about this and did one a month? Do you know that that's an extra $24,000 a year? Guys, somebody invited you to see something really big on tonight. You need to send them a text message and say, thank you, thank you, thank you. This is huge. Now, guys, not only do we make money in travel, but we have a ton of fun as well. We take what we call Intellatrips. Guys, we have to be excited, but we also need to be educated. Guys, we're going to get educated at the most premier properties all over the planet, but we do it for pennies on the dollar so that we're educated and we can come back and give our customers that word of mouth referral. Let's take a look at what we call familiarization trips or Intellatrips. Guys, this is an Intellatrip coming up 2 nights to the Bahamas. Guys, just take a look. And this is the actual boat. Now, I shouldn't say boat. Someone corrected me the other night. Guys, this is not a boat. This is a ship. This is a vessel. All right? Guys, the celebrity on celebrity. Guys, look at this. I mean, just imagine. Watch this price. $289 ocean view. Guys, and you can upgrade to a balcony for $329. This is phenomenal. If you know anything about cruising, guys, you cannot get the B and balcony for $329. And guys, I mean, just amazing. So here's the deal. If you're going to travel, if you want to travel, why not do it like an insider versus an outsider? Why not do it like a merchant versus a consumer? Now, here's something that just blew me out of the water as we wrap up this travel portion of this presentation. Guys, Intellatravel backs everything that we just talked about up with 3 amazing guarantees. The first guarantee is a best travel price guarantee. Everybody wants to know, am I going to get the best price? Guys, we guarantee that you're going to get the best price. If you don't, guys, we're going to meet, beat, or pay the difference up to 110% in a travel voucher for your next vacation. So absolutely incredible there. The next one is a no questions asked, 100% money back guarantee. That simply means that, guys, there is an investment for your business. But, guys, here's the deal. You have 30 days to test drive our business. Once you make your investment, if you don't like what you see, guys, you get your money back, no questions asked. I absolutely love that. The last one is a risk-free profit guarantee. Guys, the words are just phenomenal. If you read that slowly, risk-free profit. This is phenomenal. This means that in the course of your first year, if you don't make a profit, guys, we're going to refund you the difference of the money you invested over the course of that first year. Flat out phenomenal, those 3 guarantees. Now, here's the boom. Here's the thing that everybody's waiting on, right? Here's the gotcha, if you will. I love it. Guys, this is the cost of entry, the price to play. Guys, to become an Intellatravel agent, it's $179.95. I love that. That's our investment. Why do I get excited about it? Because, guys, it's affordable. Whether you're making minimum wage or 6 figures, guys, less than $200 and you're in travel, the largest industry in the world. Guys, $39.95 per month is what it's going to cost to run your business on a monthly basis. Guys, if you're a business owner or an entrepreneur, you understand that businesses not only require investments, but they require overhead as well. So your overhead here would be $39.95. But guys, it takes care of everything that you need taken care of, your commission tracking, your customer service, your website hosting and maintenance, all of that's included. Guys, you have the option of becoming a PlanNet marketing rep. And guys, you see, I'm getting excited about that. Some people say it's optional. I say it's mandatory. This is an opportunity for you to actually share the Intellatravel business and get paid for those referrals. Guys, $19.95 to become a rep, $19.95 per month to partner with that company and that business. Guys, if you want to do both, and it's completely your choice, PlanNet Marketing and Intellatravel, guys, the grand total, $199.90. Guys, to start, and then $59.90 per month, and you're maximizing both opportunities. You're able to book travel and also able to share the amazing Intellatravel business opportunity. Now, guys, I don't know about you, but when I saw this just absolutely made a ton of sense to me. Making money in travel just made sense. I was in when they had me at hello. But guys, now we're going to talk about the marketing compensation plan. And they said that I was overqualified to talk about travel. Well, ladies and gents, let me just start to run down his credentials. If I ran them all down, we would be here for another hour. But just understand this. Not only let me start with saying this. This is a near and dear friend of mine, but guys, he's documented. This gentleman is a principal by day. He's gone through formal education and blazed the trail, doing some amazing things in his own right, a documented six-figure earner by day, but by night, ladies and gents, he has just flat out got it done, helping a lot of people all over the planet. Literally, this gentleman is what we call a 3-star director, a founding director, but guys, more importantly, a director maker. And you know what this means? This means that he's making a ton of money. He's helping a lot of people. He loves having fun. Guys, and he has a heart of gold. I'm going to get myself out of the way and bring to the line my friend, my brother, my business partner, 3-star director, Mr. Damien Goins. I see that you made it to the line, sir.
Absolutely, Mr. Stewart. The check is in the mail. You definitely delivered that intro to exactly how we practice. So thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
You did a phenomenal job. Definitely want to congratulate you on all your success. And just the beginning, we haven't even arrived at the level that we want, but you've done a phenomenal job helping families realize their dreams. And so, ladies and gentlemen, just before we jump in, as he said, I'm a principal by trade. I've been an educator for 19 years. And how many of you joining with us tonight would agree that children are different today? And so even though I enjoy what I do, I recognize that it was not the vehicle that will get me to financial freedom. And so as we tell kids to dream big, shoot for the stars, how many of us know that adults are not shooting anything? And so I had to begin to look at some other alternatives that would give me the ability to really move my family to the next level. And that's what we're going to share with you tonight. I like to get the elephants out of the room because, as Mr. Stewart shared, if you want to do travel, you absolutely can. But if you want to, instead of just add to your income, multiply it, you want to talk about network marketing. And many of us, if you are like me, were very underinformed. We did not know about this industry. No one taught us about the industry. And so we ran away from fear of lack of knowledge. And so tonight we want to just educate you. We want to have class on tonight. And so we recognize that Mr. Warren Buffett has just invested $9 billion into the travel industry. And so what Mr. Stewart shared for you is just a smart business move. And then what about being able to share that information with other individuals, colleagues, friends, family, your fraternity brothers, your sorority sisters, that you know need the same financial upgrade as you have? Why would you keep that to yourself? And so as you see, Mr. Warren Buffett says, never rely on a single source of income, but you must invest to create a second source. And what would that look like for you in this creation of this second source? So here we have, very simply, when you go out and share this information with a friend, family, or someone that you may just be an old school friend, the company will pay you a $50 direct commission. Ladies and gentlemen, that's not a new concept. We see it every day when we walk into banking institutions. They will give you an income for referring someone to an opportunity. You have the ability to now franchise that opportunity to other individuals. Think of a real estate broker having real estate agents. What about you being a travel broker, being able to help other friends and family purchase travel from themselves? Now, understand that that's work that you did because of you income. What about in spite of you income? See, there's a 50% match. The company says when your business partners begin to spread out and navigate in their network of influence, and they know that they have people who need a travel upgrade, who need some additional supplemental income, they will make that $50 direct commission. But the company will give you a 50% match. Mr. Stewart, here's the question I want many people to ponder and consider. And you can put this in the chat area if you choose. When was the last time you earned income on your job for work you did not do? Well, ladies and gentlemen, those people that have aligned themselves with this business have now been able to leverage some income. I see you, Joyce Joyner and Daryl Jones. And then we have a third stream of income called team bonuses. Ladies and gentlemen, let me give it to you in the terms that may be on your job. It's called a raise. Once again, when was the last time you and your boss discussed you getting a raise? Just think around that. And I love this income, Mr. Stewart, because it's weekly income. The company pays this out every Friday. So ladies and gentlemen, let's just do some simple math. What if you simply got one new business partners every week? How many of you can use a $200 a month increase? What bill could that take off the table? Is that the car insurance? Is that the cable bill? Unless you have Fios, right? What is that, the cell phone? What would that take off the bills for the month in order for you to be able to do some phenomenal things? And the small fine print normally is the got you, as Mr. Stewart alluded to, but here it's letting you know that there's unlimited income potential. Do you work at a job that you have unlimited income potential? Just think about it. And then we have a place where we like to recognize you for your success. And so when you partner with 3 families and help them move from just the comforts of being average to above average, you'll be considered a bronze builder. When you partner with 6 individuals, you'll be considered a silver builder. And when you partner with 9 personal business partners, you will be considered a gold builder. And that's key to hit gold builder, because 3 more income streams open up for you. The first one is that first level of $10 team bonus. You remember we talked about a raise? That happens at gold builder. But then you also have a 10% override on travel commission. Mr. Stewart talked about a cruise that if you booked it, you would generate $2,200 in commission. If that was your personal business partner, the company will send you $220 and you don't even know who went on the trip. When was the last time one of your colleagues or coworkers did something and got rewarded, but the company rewarded you as well? Is it even possible? And then there's the 10% on the matrix, and we haven't talked about it yet, but I'm so glad you asked. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is our residual income. This money comes out every 30 days. It actually hits on the 10th of the month. Envision on the canvas of your imagination a concert in the arena of your choice of your favorite artist. You were the usher at the door collecting $4 for every person that entered that location. On the first row, you would fill it up and it would only have 3 seats. Those are those $1 million seats. On the second row, it would have 9, those $500,000 seats. The third row, 27, and ladies and gentlemen, you can see it continues to grow in multiples of 3, 9 rows deep. If you were to fill up that auditorium, you would have just over 29,000 individuals sitting in that arena. At $4 for every person that you collected an entry fee on, you would have generated over $118,000 that evening. If you generated $118,000 tonight, how many of you know that your month would look different? But I know some of them, Mr. Stewart, are saying to themselves, I don't make $100,000 a year. I don't know if I can believe in $100,000 a month. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as a principal, we give out tests and assessments every week. When a student scores 50%, we would say they failed that test and they need to retake it. But how many of you would be okay with an extra $50,000 until times got better? Well, that's what this compensation plans will do for you here with our residual income. And I love it because the matrix rewards those that have loyalty, because this is going to fill up. And here's the good news. Here's the little nugget that many of you have been looking for. The company's matrix is not full. What does that mean for you? Because some of you, if you're like me, you said to yourself once upon a time, if I could have been there at the beginning. Well, now you no longer have to make that claim. It doesn't have to be your motto or mantra, because now you're here at a company that is breaking records in the industry and on the upward swing in excess of over 25,000 people in just over 2 years. Ladies and gentlemen, it's phenomenal. We're the Golden State Warriors of the network marketing industry. And if you know, we've just added Kevin Durant. And so the score will continue to go up. And this right here, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to talk about this because it is our director program and it is the envy of the industry. The company says, if you help us become the #1 marketing company across the globe, we will compensate you for your efforts. So when you and your team grow to 100 active agents, notice I did not say that you had to find 100 people, but you and your network of business partners grow to 100 people. The company will begin paying you an additional $500 stipend to start your month. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a $6,000 raise. On top of the $10 team bonus you got at Gold Builder, you get another $10 team bonus at 1 star. So ladies and gentlemen, we're talking 20 additional dollars, and that's huge. So I want to bring a gentleman who is generating this income. He was here before there was any evidence, so he had the faith and belief to be there and build it from the bottom on up. And he is a 1-star director, fastly approaching 2. He's about a 1.9 star director and will hit over and hit that 2-star in moments. And I want you to just hear his story and how this money is impacting his family in a meaningful way. So Mr. Nate Newman, if you can please share with the individuals on the line joining us tonight on this webinar, what this additional $500 a month stipend has done for you and your household.
Oh, my pleasure. First, great evening to all of our panelists and those joining us on this evening. Guys, it's very simple for me. This opportunity has flat out changed my life, like Mr. Goins said. I'm an educator. I've been in education for 20 years. Been married for 19, in my 20th year, right? 4 beautiful children who are good on most days of the week. I'm sure you guys can relate to that. But before earning that team bonus, Mr. Goins, and that residual income, before getting into this industry, life was tough. You know, I look good, I smell good, but I was broke at a high level. You know, 1 income for a family of 6. And, you know, I was robbing Peter to pay Paul. Some would say I was robbing all the disciples. And it was tough. We had 1 vehicle before getting involved with this industry. That vehicle didn't have heat. Embarrassing, right? It hurt as a provider, as a dad, as a husband. And then I got a great phone call from a great friend, Mr. J. Stewart, who you already heard from. And things have changed over the last 25, 26 months. You know, in that time frame, Mr. Goins, I've been able to not just help, you know, close to 700 families start their own business, but for my family, things have changed. We now generate an income that supersedes some of my teachers' salaries, Mr. Goins, right? You know, we have the ability now to pay our mortgage with that part-time income that's coming in. Imagine taking that mortgage off the table, right? All of your household bills, right? We not only were able to replace that 1 car that didn't have heat, we got 2 cars. And all of those things are paid out of the income that's generated from this business. And guys, tomorrow, I'm excited because it's my twins. My twins turn 17 tomorrow. See, once upon a time, birthdays were depressing for me because I couldn't afford to do the things I wanted to do for my children. Well, I spent a lot of money on those guys tonight, and they're going to be some happy 17-year-olds tomorrow because instead of saying no, I can now say yes. I can now bless them with the things that they deserve. I can feed their purposes and their dreams without blinking an eye. So life has truly changed, but the biggest thing, Mr. Goins, is helping other people do the same, helping other people be the heroes in their home again. So that's what it's done for me, Mr. Goins, and I appreciate the opportunity to share my story.
Absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's just say another level. This gentleman and his wife on a part-time basis, the same as Mr. Stewart, the same as Mr. Newman, part-time. He has a very demanding job, but him and his wife have grown an organization of over 300 people, fastly on his way to 500 people, and he's doing some phenomenal things. In fact, on a part-time basis, ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman has been able to generate a 6-figure income on the side. Let me let that sit in and sink in for a moment. He already makes 6 figures by day in his very demanding federal government job. But on the side, him and his wife have generated another 6 figures. He is a 2-star director, 6-figure ring earner, a top income earner in the company, one of Maryland's phenomenal leaders in the directorship. I want you to hear from him, 2.9-star director on his way to 3-star in a blink of an eye. Please help me welcome to the line, Mr. Greg Scott. Mr. Scott, please share your story for us, sir.
Mr. Damien Goins, it will be a pleasure to share the story with all of the viewers on tonight on this broadcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm no different than any one of you. I went to school. I got a good education. I got a good, safe, and secure job. But I realized a little over 11 years ago that while I got paid very good from the federal government with a very demanding job, it was not going to secure my future for my family. It was not going to secure my future for myself going into retirement. One of the sad indictments on many people is working for 25, 35, 40 years to retire and live off of 40% of what they were once making 100% of. You see, that's when people have to change their whole life. That's when people say, well, I think I really want to downsize. Well, what if I don't want to downsize the home that I've worked so hard for? Well, I've got to change my lifestyle. I can't do as much as I used to do. Well, what if I still want to do the things that I've been doing because I've created the lifestyle for myself? And so I'm no different than anyone that's viewing this broadcast on tonight. I wanted to secure my total future, my total life, and my total lifestyle. You see, ladies and gentlemen, for me, it's not about bling. It's not about the materialistic things of life. But when you work hard, you should be able to play hard, and you should be able to do it responsibly. You should be able to get out of debt. Ladies and gentlemen, because of this opportunity, creating a six-figure income on the side, can I tell you with all certainty, my household is working towards debt freedom in record time. And so, again, I'm no different than anyone else. We're just trying to do some phenomenal things with this vehicle of travel, and we're doing it with some of the smartest, some of the brightest minds who have my success and the success of so many others in mind, as we are all on this journey together, not just fighting for our own financial freedom, but fighting for the freedoms for everyone who is serious about changing their circumstances. Mr. Goins, back to you.
Powerful, powerful, Mr. Scott. And I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, there's something about that Scott name, because this gentleman, just at another level, him and his wife do have 500 plus individuals in their organization, and they have hit 3-star. And the company, once again, doubles their income in bonus money, starting them out with $2,000 in just bonus money, ladies and gentlemen. Just do the math. That's $24,000 a year in bonus money. And then they've added another $10 at 2-star, and then another $10 at 3-star. And so for a 15-minute conversation, if they partner with someone in business, that's a $90 commission for 15 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, we're almost talking lawyer pay. That's what we have at our disposal. And this gentleman and his wife have done it in record time, a veteran of the industry. He loved travel so much that he joined the Air Force, right? And so I want you to hear his story, because his income continues to skyrocket. He had to call his bank because they put an alert out because he was causing the bank to bounce because his checks were so big. Please help me welcome to the line, Mr. Preston Scott. Mr. Scott, please share your story and how you achieved 3-star in record time.
Absolutely. Mr. Goins, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. Take it away.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for doing an amazing job. You and Mr. Stewart have done an excellent job on this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, my story. I'm an entrepreneur. As Mr. Goins just shared with you guys, I'm prior Air Force. I was United States Air Force for 5 years. I'm a former Air Force Staff Sergeant. However, I'm an entrepreneur as well. I started my entrepreneurial journey, about 12 or so years ago as a real estate mogul, as I was trying to be, right? I was an actual loan officer. My wife was a real estate agent. Now, we actually walked away from our jobs at the time to get involved in the real estate industry. We were doing pretty well. She was a full-time realtor. I was a full-time loan officer, mortgage broker. However, ladies and gentlemen, what we did not know at the time, we got involved in that industry 36 months prior to the bubble bursting and the market crashing and burning to the ground. Now, we didn't have anything else, right, to quote unquote fall back on. And it was a lesson learned at that time, because I'm a husband and a father of 3 amazing children. I learned at that time never to rely on a single source of income, because, ladies and gentlemen, we were forced to live off of credit cards because it took me over a year to find employment, right? So now what happened? We were forced into a position where we had to file bankruptcy. Now, as a husband, as a father, that was devastating, and it was quite embarrassing. But what we did about 9 years ago, we got involved in this industry, the travel industry from home. And it was revolutionary for us because it put us in a position now where not only could we travel more, we also could save money on our travel. Ladies and gentlemen, we've never spent more than $700 on a resort stay since we've been in the travel business, right? And we're talking 5-star properties because once you go 5, you can't go 4, right? That's just kind of how you do in the travel space. Ladies and gentlemen, fast forward to today. This opportunity, PlanNet Marketing, has literally allowed my wife and I to earn more income than we've ever earned as entrepreneurs because of this aggressive compensation plan. In addition to the leadership here, the culture here, the partnership with Intellatravel was an amazingly intelligent choice, ladies and gentlemen. So we've been able to do some magnificent things in a short period of time with this opportunity. If you're hearing this for the first time, or maybe you're seeing it for the second or third time, in any event, get involved as soon as you can. Get back to the person who shared this webinar with you on tonight. And first and foremost, thank them for giving you an opportunity to completely change your life and then do something about it, because this is an opportunity that you can actually put yourself in position to never have to have money as an issue again. Back to you, Mr. Goins.
Thank you, sir. And ladies and gentlemen, as you see, Mr. Scott is working his way very diligently to move to 4-star and then 5, 6, and all the way up to 9-star. But I want to bring this young lady. Not only is she a 3-star, not only is she a founding director and generating income well in excess of $8,333 a month, but she's moments away from moving over to 4-star, becoming a chairman council member. She also, as Mr. Scott and his wife, adorns a sapphire ring, doing some phenomenal things, helping to lead this Maryland market in a major way. Please help me bring to the line, founding director, 3-star, on her way to 4-star, sapphire ring wearer, on her way to the ruby ring, Miss Ann Jones. Miss Jones, please take it away.
I want to first thank you, Mr. Goins, and Mr. Stewart. First, can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I can.
Awesome. Well, everybody, you've heard just a truly a lifestyle changing program that has affected so many people. And, what I want to do is, you heard about the multiple streams of income. And one of the things that I will tell you that really just blew me away about PlanNet was the integrity, the standards, the principles, and no hype. So what you're seeing is facts, you're seeing information, you're seeing genuine and true stories. And so what you're seeing on the screen is, yes, we do put jewelry on it. Our presidential ring, it's documentation. And we do that because we say documentation beats conversation all day. You see, I've seen those programs where they talk about, that a person has done something, but in actuality has not. Well, here, when we say you hit it, you get it. Well, yes, when your income produces a 6-figure income, and by the way, that's $8,333 a month. Yes, they put a sapphire ring on your finger. And I want you to know that we have multiple sapphire ring wearers, but that's just the beginning. Because I want you to know that we have our ruby ring, which is at $250,000, and we have, Mr. Walter and Tiffany Powell. Orlando Moore, JP Watkins, and others. And I want you to see it doesn't stop there because, our diamond ring, our number one income earner, Mr. Cedric White, currently is the only one that wears this diamond ring. But guess what? This is just our first 2 years just getting warmed up. But what I love most is when you earn this diamond ring at $500,000, you also get a Rolex watch. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Now, would I have bought a Rolex watch for myself? Probably not. But if they're giving it away, count me in, on my way. Well, I want you to see all the way to a double diamond at $1 million. Everybody, it is moving. The documentation is very real. And I want to salute Mr. Gregory Scott on his earning of the sapphire ring, and Mr. Damien Goins, who is only moments away from earning his very own as well. Well, I want you to see that you've heard everything. There's no fine print. We've put everything out on the table. You have seen for yourself how you can earn from the largest industry in the world. You've seen how we provide you a program that is completely turnkey and provides you everything that you need. I'm talking about all the tools, state of the art, all of the support, all of the training, everything you need to grow a prosperous business. And I want you to know this, as we continue on, this slide here is, I have to tell you, it's our PlanNet Marketing Pledge, and it is by far the most important slide in the presentation. But not only is it words on a slide, but this pledge is actually in the bylaws of our company. And I want to share it with what it means, because I want you to see how this business that we're sharing with you today is an asset. You see, when our pledge, PlanNet Marketing Pledge, says when you become a director, you can feel secure in knowing that in the event of your death, your PlanNet Marketing business, the one that you've built, will outlast you. That means your family, anyone who you bequeath, will still receive your PlanNet Marketing weekly pay, your monthly pay, your bonuses, everything. And everyone, I want you to understand how huge that is. Because you see, when we're working our 9-to-5 job, working year after year, know this: if something happens to you, your pay, your salary is not passed on to anyone. It stops. And the same if you were retired in the military, your pension, guess what? Something happens to you, it stops. A corporate buyout, same thing. Your retirement package, guess what? Let me just simply say, stops when something happens to you. But here, no, this speaks to the heart of our company. And I want you to see, no, we're not like what you may have seen before. We're purposely different, purposely unique, and purposely built to last. And so as you're looking at all the things that we shared with you today, I want to bring you to this. It's a quote by Warren Buffett, the billionaire investor. You know, he said, what you like to do, he said, make that your hobby. But he said, what the world does, he said, make that your business. So I'm going to ask you today, do you think the world is traveling? Are there people around you traveling? Do you travel or want to travel? Well, if you answered yes to any of those questions, then I'm going to tell you, guess what? It's time for you to make a decision that can change your life, because this program is a program that offers no products to sell. And what I mean by that, no, we don't have to purchase products to sell to someone. Not here. In fact, nope, we don't even have to demonstrate. We don't have to persuade or twist anybody's arm. You see, people are already doing our business, but we're showing you today how you can profit from what those around you are doing anyway. And we do that by providing you a vehicle that provides multiple streams. Let's face it, most of us, you know, we go through year after year on one income, and that's usually our job. And what that means is if something happens, anything, that guess what? We then have to deal with the pains of having one income. But see, when you have multiple incomes, multiple streams, now you have that nest egg. Now you have that plan B, something that can become a plan A if need be. That's what we're offering you today. Yes, it's a travel business, but I want everybody in the sound of my voice to know that it's so much more. It's a freedom of the mind, which is something that you can't put a price on. And so as today we've shared with you how you can earn supplemental income, how you can earn job replacement income, even lifestyle changing income. And so you just have to make a decision for yourself. You see, there's 3 types of people who see our program. You know, one that says, you know, it's nice, but it's just not for me. Thank you, but no thank you. And what we want to do is thank you for taking the time out to at least look to see what is available to you. And we say that if you know someone that can benefit from what we shared with you, please refer them and share it with the person who invited you today. We would love to be able to help them save money or make money. Now, if you are number 2, and that's the person that says, you know, I loved it, right? But I have questions. Well, I'm going to tell you, we did too. But you see, what we did is we got our questions answered. You see, if my question was, you know, I'm real busy, and I have to tell you, as an IT professional, and for 18 years, I worked for some very multi-million-dollar systems. I was a GS-14 in the government, and what I want you to know, that was a grade, and you know, I was very busy. And so looking at this, naturally I'm thinking, okay, I have no time. How can I do this without impacting my job? So what I'm going to tell you is ask the question as I did, because we're going to show you how people are able to do this on a part-time basis and still earn a full-time income. And if you're the person that says, I am a number one, well, let me tell you, I understand that too. I'm going to say, get enrolled today by getting back with the person who invited you out. You can be in business tonight. You can be an entrepreneur in the largest industry in the world. Know this, that every successful person begins with two beliefs. One is that the future can be better than your present, and two, that you have the power to make it so. So what I want you to do is, everyone, I want to thank all of our presenters today. I want to thank Mr. Damien Goins, Mr. Jay Stewart, Mr. Nate Newman, Gregory Scott, and also we had Tanya Fullwood. Oh gosh, I'm having a memory dump. All right, I want to thank everybody who was on the call, on the webinar today. And everybody, we want you to get back with the person who invited you and let them know if you're 1, 2, or 3. And just know that your future, the journey of 1,000 miles, begin with one step. Make it a step with us. Thank you, everyone, and have a blessed day.